So let's talk about the other thing that a lot of people do and make the mistake is to, I'm very guilty of it, is to look for signs. Signs precede, they do not precede, they follow. Neville Goddard, the Bible, talk about this a lot. Signs do not precede, they follow. What does that mean? It means that it is not wise or even good to go and look into your 3D reality to see if your reality changed, because you are the change. It is not wise to text or WhatsApp or Facebook or go and stalk your partner or your SP's profile to see if they are not with the third party, the 3P, or if the circumstances or conditions have changed in their life, or go to tarot readers to identify if they thinking about you or they have changed or that they love you or not, because all of this stuff is going to reflect back what you are aware of and identifying at the moment. So for example, let's say that you are not yet in the new identity of the version you want to become or the new story that you are trying to achieve, and you look into the 3D reality for proof, but you still have some fear or uncertainty or something that is going on in yourself, people and other tarot reading or people or whatsoever freaking ever is going to give you the proof and evidence that you are aware of. So say for example it is undesired and the tarot reader gives you the identification that he doesn't want to be with you or she doesn't want to be with you. It's because you are believing that, and they are going to reflect that, but they are going to reinforce that statement in your reality and in your mind, and you're going to saturate in that idea and thought of they don't want to be with me. And that is becoming a new core belief in you, because you're going to have emotion that is going to solidify that into your new story. And the thing is, we're trying to move you away from the old story to the new story and saturating your thoughts and feelings with the new identification of that version that already experienced to be in that new loving committed relationship. So when you go back and people reinforce that negativity because they are already just you pushed out, meaning they are just a mirror reflection of your awareness and where your thoughts are, they're going to reinforce that new statement of they are not loving me and they are not choosing me, and you're going to keep yourself in the new loop of repeating that new pattern. And that is what we're trying to avoid, is to persist into that new version and to persist in the new pattern that you are adopting and becoming that person that already have it all. Even if it's with finance, with health, whatever, it doesn't matter. The fact is, the moment when you look for signs, you're going to get more signs, either good or bad, but it's not your end goal. What is your end goal? If you are in a good place and you see the sign as it is already done and it's bringing you closer to your end story, then that's a different story. Then yes, then okay, you can take that as a sign, but don't be fooled and think that if you see a sign, that's the end. Because remember, you are the end, not signs, not the techniques. But if you keep on looking for signs, you're going to repeat keeping looking for signs. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. So try to avoid, and I am talking to myself because I'm very guilty of it. I'm also very guilty of looking at the 3D, looking if anything have changed. And I've tortured and tormented myself for a fucking whole year looking for signs and evidence and proof if that what I was doing was working. Because I was not identifying as the person that already have it, and it took me a freaking year to become the version of myself that has it already. I was blocked by my specific person, and I have worked on myself so freaking long to become into a place where I can actually say that I'm doing very better than I've used to. But he blocked me, and we haven't had any communication for more than a year, and we have reconciled after I have actually went all in and just done a challenge that I really liked and enjoyed by Tom Karen, by Be Something Wonderful. How to the challenge of moving mountains in 48 hours or something like that. I will see if I can maybe put a link down below if you want to check it out. I've used that. I have used that by just not identifying with the old story or the negative thoughts or what's a freaking ever. And the unfolding of the whole situation was insane, because what happened is my electricity, we have prepaid electricity boxes, and this thing gave me some issues. Every time when we did a prepaid payment, it would just go, it would run out in a day or two, and it was insane because we had another meter that was causing some issues. And my specific person is a very special person to me. um, he is the only person that I know that could have helped me. So my unfolding of reconciliation and being unblocked helped me to, my circumstances actually just unfolded perfectly for him to actually help me, and we could have reconciled. And you know, just we, and everything was very nice. We went on as if nothing happened, and because I did not identify with the old story, so we could just go on as we were, because that is what we are doing. If we let go of the old story, then we adopt a new one, and we can't have both of the ends with the old version of ourselves and the new version. If we want to experience something beautiful, we need to let go of the old story. But this is for and I didn't have a sign. I didn't know. I've done this for a year, and I haven't had a sign at all that he will be back, or he is going to unblock me and we're going to reconcile. I did have some kind of signs and synchronicity that I told myself that this is a sign, but don't fall into the trap of signs, because you can recreate signs and not the end. So Yeah.